diet, I want to get in control of my diet. However, that's all well and good, but then you get to the supermarket and you find yourself purchasing all the things that you usually purchase out of habit and out of not really knowing what else to buy, and also being kind of fearful of not buying what you've always bought, what you've habitually bought and put into your shopping basket. And then all the questions start coming up about, oh, but if I don't have my meat, then I'm not going to get my protein, and if I don't have my fish, then I'm not going to get my fish oil, and if I don't have my dairy, where am I going to get my calcium from? And all these kinds of questions go through our heads when we are going into a new way of eating, which can be a little bit scary for people. It can be. I mean, even now I have things come up for me when I'm transitioning, or if I've gone off my track with my diet, which you might be glad to know I do go off track. You know, I do still have habits, or I mean, I call them addictions, that I find very difficult to shake, and I can go through a long phase of being really on my game and really super fit, super raw, and then something might happen in my life and I find myself veering back to the things that enhance a better feeling when I may not be feeling so great. So I wanted to share that with you because I want you to know that, you know, it's not just for the super fit, the super raw, the super amazing people that you see on YouTube doing amazing things, or you might see one of my videos and think, yeah, but, you know, it's okay for her, you know, she just naturally feels inclined to live that way. It's really, really easy for her to do it, and it's not easy for me because of whatever excuses, and they are excuses because I have the same excuses, you may be telling yourself, and they are very convincing excuses. I'm full of them. Part of how I can teach what I teach, or what I try to teach and try to share with you, because I'm exactly the same as you. I have the same BS going on in my head. It may be a little less intense at times than maybe the BS in the average person on an average diet. Nevertheless, it is probably quite similar, because it is an ongoing journey, and I've been on my journey of raw food for 3.5 years now, and I have fallen off that bandwagon, and gradually the body starts to go, hang on a minute, I am not working optimally here. Myself, I'm not actually thinking optimally. I'm not being the person that I love being, the person that the correct diet support. I often get people saying to me, oh, you know, you are oh God, what compliments what non-compliments do I get? I get people, I get friends and family who are really quite unsupportive about the way I eat, and I've got to admit, this makes it very challenging to continue long-term on a food or a live food diet. I mean, I can do it. I do it long-term. It is my life. It's not like it's a separate life. However, to constantly meet up against the non-supportive attitudes of people around you, I think that is possibly one of the most challenging things, because once you're on track, once you're on your raw food thing, or your macrobiotic, or whatever method of eating you choose to embrace, to have the support around you in order to keep that up is really important, but and it's vital. However, it may not always be that way. You may not have those people in your life that are, you know, all super raw and super fit and super this and super that. I live this life, I teach this life, and I don't have people like that around me. And, you know, I go to lots of seminars and this and that, and people say, you know, it's about who you're hanging out with, and that's what's going to kind of show your results and show your... So you know, you are left unfortunately with the people that are in your life, and you know, I've tried to eliminate them you know, with a good heart, in the best way I could, but I realised at the end of the day that, well, I don't really want to eliminate my friends and family. I love my friends and family, and they may not agree with me, they may not live the lifestyle that that I want to, and they may not even support, they may insult the way you live your life. In fact, that's probably more common. And it takes some strength and courage to actually overcome that and not let that get you down, and to keep knowing that you're doing the right thing. And I suppose the only way of knowing that is when you start to see the results. I mean, I'm starting to see the results of not sticking to my game in the last 6 weeks. I've lost my glow, and I want my glow back. So for me, you know, that means I have to go through a, if you like, a process, a cold turkey process, which is probably much like coming off any kind of addiction, you know, and it probably sounds a little bit extreme, especially to the people that don't support a optimal way of living. And of course you can question what is an optimal way of living, and to be honest with you, I'm still experimenting with that. I don't really want to put myself into any box of like, I'm raw, or I am vegan, fruitarian, diets that there are out there. I mean, diets, we all know, they never really work, so even the word diet is just brings up kind of I don't want to do a diet, I hate diets. So it's, for me, like, it's a lifestyle, it's a way of living.